Hi, I'm Katie Howard and I'm running for Faribault City Council. Growing up, my mom and I moved all over the country. She never owned a home, so we never planted down roots anywhere. By the time I was 14, I knew that I wanted that to change. I wanted to be a part of a small town where neighbors know their neighbors and are part of a larger community. I asked my mom if we could move to Medford, where we had some family living at the time. That decision changed my whole life. I met my husband when I was 15 years old in high school. We've been together ever since. After high school, I joined the U.S. Army to serve my country as well as to get money for college. We had our first daughter when I was 19 years old, and after I was honorably discharged, I went back to college while raising our daughter and supporting my husband's military career. After his second enlistment was up, we decided that we wanted to move back home here to southern Minnesota. We chose Faribault specifically because of the values that Faribault has, because of the good community that's here, and because of the opportunities that exist for our children. Professionally, I started out my career in the basement of the Washington State Board of Industrial Insurance Appeals, where I was an office assistant managing all the files. Since then, I've worked my way up to a senior project manager with Hennepin County. Along the way, I've learned that service comes in many forms. It's not just what's happening in Washington, D.C. or at the state capitol, but that local government really plays the biggest impact in our daily lives. And that's where I've chosen to spend my career, and that's part of why I'm running for City Council. I want to continue serving Faribault to help Faribault be a place where people want to live, want to raise their families, and want to retire.
Hi, I'm John Rowan, and I'm running for City Council. I have lived in the city of Faribault since I was 5 years old. I previously served on the Faribault City Council from January 2013 until December 31st, 2018, which was 6 years. And then I was appointed again in January 2025 to fill in the 25-26 term. I'm a certified emergency management director by the state of Minnesota and have served as the deputy director of emergency management for the Rice County Sheriff's Office since 2003. I was also a licensed special deputy for the Rice County Sheriff's Department, working water patrol and special events as needed. I am the owner of Geek Central Computer Repair in downtown Faribault, and my biggest accomplishment is that I started 3 internet service providers in my younger years. I'm also involved with Rice County Skywarn and ham radio.
Okay. Hi, my name is Jacob Reed. I'm a city council candidate, but most of all, I'm a kind of continued resident of Faribault, Minnesota, and a father who is really hoping to look at improving our city's overall growth in a way that's sustainable and also gives us opportunity to kind of brag about the city quite a bit, right? I grew up in Faribault my family moved down here in 1999. I graduated in 2012 and then continued living in Faribault for about 2 years after that. I moved out in 2014 up until 2019. And then I moved back down into Faribault and I've lived here since. As I've kind of left and came back, right, I left during a time when the city was starting to boom pretty dramatically, and then came back to see a city that had become a lot more vibrant, a lot more activities to do, a lot more housing opportunities, and quite a few new businesses that came back into town, but also really kind of saw that the city was growing in a way that was allowing people to build new business, allowing people to come and visit and see new things that they hadn't seen in town before. So it's kind of a breath of fresh air coming back to Faribault to see that. And the main reason, again, I'm kind of wanting to run for city council is to continue that growth, but also to make sure we're doing it in a sustainable way that allows for business opportunities that provide really great opportunities for our residents, such as employment, skilled growth, and also, what has mentioned, really great scenery and things to do. So.
All right, so for those of you who don't know me yet, my name is Kameron Gustafson. I am the daughter of Tony and Gail Gillen. I grew up here in Faribault, just outside the city limits by Fox Lake. I attended Faribault Public Schools and graduated here at the high school in 2007, along with my husband, Matt Gustafson. He is the son of Jay and Amy Gustafson. Together we have 3 children and live on the south side of town here in Faribault. Over the past few years, I had found myself wanting to become more involved in the community. So I looked for ways to become more deeply involved. Once I kept hearing about the advertisements for the 3 seats on City Council, I figured there was my opportunity to become involved in our community. I joined the Park and Recreation Advisory Board a little over a year ago. That has confirmed for me that local government isn't just about budgets and spreadsheets. It's actually about making decisions that better our community as a whole.
Hi, I'm Natalie Halverson. Many people still know me as Natalie Ginter, which was my previous last name. I have proudly called Faribault home for the last 27 years. I've been married to my wonderful husband, Kurt, for almost 3 years now. Together, we share a commitment to community service and philanthropy in Faribault. Between us, we have 2 children, my son Keaton, who is 22, and Kurt's daughter Harper, who is 12. We also have 2 dogs, Foxy and Mocha. Outside of work, we enjoy traveling, volunteering, supporting our kids' activities, and spending time with family and friends. Faribault is where I have chosen to build my life. I've been fortunate to build my career and many friendships and community connections here as well. And I remain grateful to call Faribault home. Thank you.
Sure, I'm Lexi Temple. I'm born and raised in Faribault. I graduated from Bethlehem Academy in 2015. I participated on the football, basketball, and golf teams at BA. At the Faribault High School, I was involved in soccer and dance. You might also recognize me from working in the Temple concession stand in the cheese curd and corn dog stand at Rice County Fair. I've been working there since I was tall enough to reach over the counter. I currently work as a medical scheduler for a Minneapolis hospital. I recently moved back to Faribault in April of last year. Since returning, my pride for Faribault has really grown, and I'm very interested in representing the everyday person in Faribault.
Hello, I'm Brett Pollard, and I'm running for a spot on the Faribault City Council 2026. I grew up in northern Minnesota in a town called Perham, Minnesota. I graduated from Perham High School and I got a 4-year degree in business. That's kind of my background. I moved here with my wife Carrie in 2015. My wife Carrie is from here and she grew up here and graduated from Faribault High School in 2001. We moved here to be close to her family, and I took a job working for her dad at a machine shop called V&M Engineering here in town, and her mom runs the Pet Rescue 55021. I'm a realtor for Keller Williams, and I enjoy serving at my church and also the community cafe. Carrie and I, we have 7 children, ages 4 to 18, and we now live downtown. For the past 5 years, we purchased a building in our wonderful historic downtown, and we love living there.
Okay, well, my name's Jack Cluck, and I've been a Faribault resident probably for about going on 4 years now. A transplant from the Twin Cities. I lived up there for about 30 years, and before that I was out of state. My wife and I were in the market for a home, and we were doing a lot of searching up in the Twin Cities about 4 or 5 years ago. And one day she woke up and said, "What do you think of Faribault?" And I said, "Well, I know of it at the end of the day, so let's go check it out." And we came out down here and did our due diligence. Found a handful of homes that were ready to be bought or were for sale. And by the second or third home that we toured, we put an offer in on it, and 2 weeks later we had the keys. Something about Faribault that just says, this is our home. We loved it. We loved the community, and that was the reason why we chose over any other location. I am the vice president of sales and marketing for a local and regional trucking, warehousing, and logistics company. We're based out of the Twin Cities, but I office mostly out of my home office here. I'm on the southwest side of the cities here. I live down where all the trees are being named. I'm down on Birchwood. Anyhow, don't come looking for me. Yeah, right. Anyhow, you know what I should also say. 7 grandchildren, and I enjoy surfing.
I am Paul Wunderlich. I'm running for City Council here in Faribault.
And do you want to tell them anything about yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. Just a little background on me. I'm a husband and father. We have 3 kids. By trade, I'm a project manager, so used to working with different stakeholders with different viewpoints and finding consensus on whatever it might be we're working on.